This is Representative Bill Otto, and I'd like to take you for a virtual tour of the Capitol. Our Capitol building that was finished in 1910 is a beautiful structure, and we have some things that we need to build, like the bricks that have fallen out of the top from the tornado in 1966. It's a beautiful old facility, and it actually stands pretty well for as old as it is. But there are some things like leaks on the roof. There was some water damage in the basement, and things that we do need to do, some real repairs. The first thing they did is worked on the foundations, and you're seeing some office space for various people along the sides, and these were a good deal. We worked on the foundations. It is secured. The $150 million that we've spent first has been done fairly well in some areas. This is an access stairs to the Capitol. But it has been a great dislocation and problem. Some things, like this office, maybe we could just leave. There's nothing wrong with this facility. We lowered ceilings and they were pretty. This is another view of some offices. They're done. This is a committee room. We have committee rooms. This is the old Supreme Court. Nothing wrong with it. We could work there for I don't know how long. Now they're ready to start tearing up committee rooms, tearing out our ceilings, redoing restrooms. Here's an old restroom, and coming up is a new restroom. Do we really need to spend the money for that? I don't know. The old elevator. We need to work on the old elevator. We do need new elevators. There's some things we need to do. This is the Senate chamber that's been worked on and is in beautiful shape. It was the first building. The ceiling had no pictures. We did cut it. This is the House. These were actually covered with paint, and we have restored these. But the House chamber probably didn't need the floor tore up. The millions of dollars we spent doing that wasn't necessary. Putting in the new carpet, it was all fine. It had just been done a few years ago, and it was in pretty good shape. My question there is do I want to spend the time to put the pretty lace paintings on the ceiling, to make the energy efficient lowered ceilings gone, and raise them to as much as 14, 15-foot ceilings? I don't think so. It was good that we restored our paintings and our beautiful history and culture, and we need to protect this building. But my question is, do we need to spend the amount of money that we've been spending? This is around the rotunda. We show our history. Well, our history didn't stop in 1910. When we talk about historically correct or historically accurate, we don't want to necessarily keep our building, in my opinion, to 1910. We're growing. We have pictures around. What are we going to do with these pictures of our history? Do we need to pay for vandalism? This is looking for stuff. Maybe we need to just paint over it. I don't think we need to pay this money to paint these original curlicues. I don't think it makes it any better. There's no paintings under this area, just those, I don't know what you'd call them. Now, this is some restored areas of office area, and this is an area where we were going to have the visitor center. There's the visitor center now. As you come in, you come by up the elevators from the parking garage. We have a massive structure, not just the parking garage, but the visitor center and other areas are located. And we have spent, there's a tunnel that's here, we have spent $150 million. We don't need to spend any more money taking the top layer off of the stacks, as far as I'm concerned, in the library. The stacks were built in 1919. The building was finished in 1910. I just don't see that's necessary. parking garage, as near as I could find, was never approved. Where we spent money on is like hinges and handles, custom made. Folks, if when we need prisons, when we need mental hospitals, when we need money for other things, I just have trouble paying your tax dollars for custom made things. For multicolored little paintings on the ceiling. For replacing fluorescent energy efficient lights with hang lights. And there's even talk of tearing down docking. Farmers have been paying a lot of money for what we're doing. Thank you. This has been a No Bull Zone report.